You loved, you hoped, you tried, and yet it ended. Maybe they walked away without warning. Maybe you watched it fade slowly day by day. Or maybe, deep down, you always knew it was never meant to last. Now you sit in the silence that follows love's ending, that quiet space where your heart still reaches for someone who's no longer there. You scroll through old messages, reread the words that once felt eternal, and wonder how something that felt so real could suddenly feel so distant. Heartbreak is strange. It doesn't just hurt your heart, it confuses your mind. You start to question your worth, your choices, your very sense of self. You think, if I had loved better, maybe they would have stayed. But that's the trap, believing that someone else's decision defines your value. The truth is, you can do everything right and still lose what you love. Not because you failed, but because life unfolds on its own terms. The Stoics remind us that peace doesn't come from controlling outcomes. It comes from controlling our response to them. Epictetus said, "We suffer not from the things themselves, but from our judgment about them." Heartbreak is not the end, it's the invitation to begin again. This time, wiser and calmer than before. So take a breath. Let the storm inside you settle. Because even in this pain there is purpose. Welcome to Stoic Love 101, where we explore how to face love, loss, and longing, with the strength of ancient wisdom and the softness of a healed heart. If you're on a journey to find peace, wisdom, and self-mastery in love, take a second to subscribe, because this is where hearts come to learn how to break beautifully and rise stronger. Scene 1. Understanding the pain. When rejection hits, it feels like something has been taken from you. Not just a person, but a piece of yourself. Your plans, your dreams, your sense of worth. All shaken, scattered like dust in the wind. You replay every moment, searching for what went wrong. Was I not enough? Did I say too much? Did they ever really care? Your mind becomes a battlefield, fighting ghosts of moments that no longer exist. But the Stoics remind us, pain is not the enemy. It's the resistance to pain that destroys us. Epictetus said, "When something happens, the only thing in your power is your attitude toward it. You can't control that they left. You can't control how they felt. But you can control the meaning you give to the loss." Pain, in truth, is not your enemy, it's your messenger. It's the body's way of saying, pay attention. It's not here to punish you, it's here to wake you up. Rejection forces you to confront parts of yourself you once avoided, your fears of abandonment, your quiet need for validation, your belief that love must come from another to be real. It exposes where your peace was built, on someone else's presence instead of your own stability. The Stoic doesn't deny or suppress pain. They don't drown it in distractions or pretend it doesn't exist. They sit with it, quietly, courageously, and ask, what is this pain trying to teach me? Because beneath every heartbreak there's a lesson, a reminder that love, no matter how deep, should never cost you your peace, and that your value does not fade, just because someone else could not recognize it. So take a breath. Don't rush to move on, move through it. Let the pain carve space within you, because that's where wisdom grows. And as that space widens, you'll begin to realize something profound. That healing isn't about forgetting the love you lost, but remembering the strength you still have. Scene 2. Detachment is not coldness. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. It means you love fully, but without fear of loss. When you practice detachment, you're not building walls. You're building roots. You're not becoming distant. You're becoming grounded. You still feel deeply, but you no longer let your emotions drag you into chaos. You learn to hold love with open hands, grateful while it's here, peaceful if it goes. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." It's not about pretending nothing happened. It's not about forcing a smile when your heart is breaking. It's about reclaiming your inner power, the power to decide what hurts you and what teaches you. Because the truth is, people will change, feelings will fade, promises will be broken. But your peace, that's something you can protect. Detachment is the quiet strength that allows you to say, I loved sincerely and I'm grateful for that, but I will not let their leaving destroy me. They may have stopped loving you, but that doesn't mean you stop being lovable. Your worth doesn't come from who stays. It comes from the unshakable calm within that whispers, I am enough, even in my solitude. The Stoic heart still loves, but it refuses to beg for love. It gives freely without expecting control. and lets go gracefully when it must. Because love should never be a cage. It should be a choice, renewed, not demanded. So when you detach, you're not closing your heart. You're refining it. You're learning to love with wisdom instead of desperation. And that kind of love, calm, centered, self-sufficient, is the love that never fades. Scene 3, shifting focus inward. When heartbreak happens, it's easy to ask, why did they leave? But the Stoic asks, what can I learn from this? The goal isn't to assign blame. It's to seek understanding, not of them but of yourself. Maybe you gave too much trying to be enough. Maybe you silenced your needs to keep the peace. Maybe you ignored the red flags because loneliness felt heavier than truth. Or maybe, just maybe, you loved them more than you loved yourself. And that's where transformation begins. The Stoic doesn't chase closure from others. They find it within. They don't seek revenge or validation. They seek clarity. They sit in the stillness and ask, what was I expecting from them that I should have been giving myself? Because heartbreak often exposes what was already fragile. The loneliness you tried to cover with affection. The insecurities you hid behind constant reassurance. The dependence that looked like love, but was really fear. The Stoic uses pain as a mirror. They look deeply without judgment and say, this is where I must grow. That's how heartbreak becomes a turning point, not an ending but an awakening. You begin to realize that peace doesn't come from being loved. It comes from being whole. And when you rebuild yourself from that place of wholeness, you stop chasing love and start radiating it. The Stoic turns heartbreak into reflection, not regret. They use the pain to become wiser, calmer, freer. Because true strength isn't found in avoiding pain. It's found in rising above it with grace. Scene 4, acceptance and peace. At some point, you stop asking why. Not because you found every answer, but because you finally found peace. Acceptance doesn't mean you approve of what happened. It doesn't mean you're happy about it. It simply means you've stopped fighting reality. You stop resisting the truth of what is, and start learning how to live with it. You let life unfold as it will, and you choose to find stillness in the middle of what you can't control. Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. And he was right. Most of our pain doesn't come from what happened. It comes from the stories we keep telling ourselves about it, the endless what-ifs, the constant replaying of what could have been, the illusion that we lost something we were ever meant to keep forever. Acceptance is not surrender, it's freedom. It's the quiet courage to say, I did my part. I loved deeply. And now, I release what isn't mine to hold. The Stoic doesn't chase closure from others. They find it within. They understand that everything, love, joy, connection, ends when it's meant to. And even endings serve a purpose. When you accept, you stop being a victim of love and become a student of it. You begin to see that rejection was never punishment, it was protection. That heartbreak didn't break you. It revealed how strong you truly are. Acceptance is the art of trusting that life knows what it's doing, even when you don't. So breathe. You don't need all the answers right now. Just let the silence heal you. Let the space that was once filled with them become filled with you. Because peace isn't found in getting someone back. It's found in coming back to yourself. If this message spoke to your heart, remember, healing isn't about forgetting. It's about remembering who you are beneath the pain. You are not your heartbreak. You are the strength that remains after it. So if you're on a journey to love with more wisdom, and to face life's storms with calm, take a moment to subscribe to Stoic Love 101. Here we learn to love deeply, let go gracefully, and live with peace that no loss can take away. If you support this channel, you should tap the like, comment, and subscribe button to join the community.